Am I looking too far? Do you see it out there? Number 80 miles from Downey. So it's down over here. Is that it? Hang on. Through Lakewood. All right, I think that's him. Yep, that's it. Woo! God, that was painful. Hey, do we know the original Juan? I can't hear you. What is it? That is him. What? Stolen. Okay, stolen. Cabial. He's crashed a couple times already. Yeah, he has already. He's hit a bunch of cars. I don't know. Yeah, he is. Nope. Yes, I do. Guys, come on, man. Whoa! Whoa! Copy. I believe so. He just got over to the transition. I have it, don't I? Oh, Jesus. $15 seconds. Whoa! A pursuit, southbound 605. We just transitioned from the 105 freeway. You see that vehicle right there, a big full-size Chevy pickup truck, GMC. Maybe it falls into the same family. This vehicle moving at very high speeds. One person inside. That's what we heard from the Sheriff's Department earlier on. They have that driver in that vehicle driving at high speeds, very reckless. Already had a couple of accidents with a couple of other vehicles. This started off the 91 out in this general area. Right now, though, you can see that vehicle moving it at a very fast clip. It's been on the freeway. It's been off the freeway. It's driven the wrong way on the freeway. Right now, though, I can tell you this California Highway Patrol trying to get behind it. There is nobody behind this vehicle. There is no law enforcement at all right now behind the vehicle. It was, now my pilot's saying that there actually is one just joining the chase, and that probably is going to be the California Highway Patrol. Now, the sheriff's ship, they're overhead. They've been calling this since it was a pursuit in Lakewood area, but they backed off because of the high speeds, the dangerous situation. The helicopter stayed above just to make sure that the public would be safe and they could keep an eye on where this vehicle was going. Right now, though, very high speeds, very dangerous situation. Just before we went live, this vehicle actually went off-road, making that transition from the 105 to the southbound 605. Right now, very high speeds, very reckless driving. That vehicle's been in a couple of wrecks, but continues to drive very hard. As we're making our way now, looks like we're going to be getting off the freeway here in the Long Beach area, and you can see it right now. That big truck, hard time maneuvering. We'll see what it does. The original call, as we understand it, is stolen vehicle. And you know what? A lot of times we like to punch a little fun at these pursuits. We get a little excited. You know, we've said those things in the past, like drive it like it is stolen. In this case, we don't. This guy has been doing that, and it has been extremely dangerous. Running a number of red lights out here, and I have to apologize. I'm having a little camera issues this afternoon or this late morning, but right now we're keeping an eye on it. You can see it there on major streets, driving very, very recklessly, hard turns, running red lights. It actually was on the sidewalk. We heard that. We didn't see that earlier on. But right now, this vehicle moving along at a very fast clip. Again, even the guys on the ground, the ones that the California Highway Patrol was chasing it, they were behind it. But because of those high speeds, difficult and the crazy driving, they're having a hard time keeping up with that vehicle. Right now, though, you can see it. We're in a residential area right here, still high speeds. I'm always very nervous when we get in situations like this because of those high speeds, small areas, residential, and of course, here we go again, right, running another a stop sign there, getting back onto the Norwalk Boulevard northbound. It is just too much to keep up with this morning, and this vehicle continues to drive extremely recklessly. And again, I have to be very clear. There are no officers behind it, and there's no way this person knows that he's being followed. We can bring up the speedometer for you. You know, that funny thing about that, earlier on when they first started following, whoa, there, oh, geez, oh my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That guy in that black car, I hope they're okay. They took the brunt of it. Yeah, the door's open. That's a positive sign. He's getting out. He's running. That's the suspect. Falling. Hopefully, just stay down. Just stay down. Just stay down. Oh my goodness! There you go. That's the guy. That's the guy that was in the black car right there. That's got to be adrenaline just getting him out of that car. Oh, what a tragic ending! Unbelievable crash right there. There is officers behind the California Highway Patrol. Those guys never give up. You got to give them the positive where it is. Going out to that suspect, they're going to cuff him. I'm sure that one of these other officers is going to start checking on all these other folks that were involved. That even that silver car airbag deployment, that means that car was hit hard enough for those airbags to go off. There's an older SUV Explorer right there. What a tragic ending to this crash out here. Thank goodness that this guy at least is off the road and it has come to a stop. But wow, that's all I got to say right now is wow. Pardon me? Yes. Well, there's going to be somebody in there probably just staying inside right now. Airbag deployment. You know, that young guy right there, you know, he was doing nothing wrong. All these folks in that intersection were doing nothing wrong, just driving along, and that maniac behind the wheel, that suspect, just plowed through there, crashing into him. This guy, you know, we've seen crashes like this in the past. You know, he's walking around. He seems to be good. Hopefully he will be good. I have a feeling he will be sore later on today. You know, this car right here, we still haven't seen anybody get out of it. You know, they have an officer right there now. Sheriffs are arriving here on scene. They're talking to some of these other drivers. If any, that car is very minor damage, but this car right here, there's definitely going to need an ambulance. And, of course, that young man that we saw jump out of that black vehicle, he is going to need an ambulance as well. Just what a terrible ending to this pursuit. This is why a lot of times, you know, the law enforcement, they make these calls, but you have to be very clear about this. In this case, they were technically in pursuit, but those other vehicles from California Highway Patrol so far behind, their lights and sirens couldn't be warning the public because they couldn't keep up. But the helicopter from the Sheriff's Department there the whole time making those calls. And again, what a tragic ending to this chase out here. Stolen vehicle, was it worth it? I would say no. Yeah, thank goodness is the only thing I can say. Just thank goodness nobody's lost their life in this crash, but it was a pretty horrific crash, that is for sure. And, this person, we still have not seen them, but clearly talking to the sheriff's department. There has been an ambulance dispatched almost as soon as that crash happened. That was the first thing they were doing, was dispatching some fire to this location. Probably going to be LA County Fire. That suspect cuffed, but you saw law enforcement doing, they are the first responders. They went to that suspect, cuffed him, took him into custody, but right away checking on these other victims, these drivers. And you know what? You're right. This is what we always talk about, is what always is so worrisome to me, is, you're just driving along. Could be your friends, could be your family, could be, anybody for that matter. You just don't want to see anybody hurt. And then somebody plows through an intersection for, really for no reason. And then, people are injured, lives are disrupted. It's just a terrible sight to see. Hang on. Well, this is going to be at the actual intersection of it's Norwalk Boulevard, Del Amo. This is going to be Long Beach, right at the corner. Basically Long Beach, Lakewood is the cities out here. You can see a number of officers out there, and there probably will be some sort of a investigation ongoing. It looks like they already closed a portion of Del Amo, probably for about a block or so away, because you're not seeing. Oh, you are seeing some vehicles probably making U-turns because they know they cannot get through. That's going to be the most difficult for drivers. But right now, fire department, LA County Fire, just arriving here on scene, and we haven't seen an ambulance yet, but these trucks carry paramedics, so the paramedics are going to go check out some of these folks. They're probably going to check out, it was, I believe, I'm just hearing voices. It sounded like Maria was talking about a broken ankle. I would put money on that driver has a broken ankle. Actually saw one of the deputies taking a picture of it. Many times, there is, depending upon the number of paramedics that show up, they're going to be taking care still, even though the suspect might be this, the bad guy, the person that caused it. If his injuries are the worst, they will check out him first before they start checking out the minor injuries. But right now, it's just a very chaotic scene, but the officers are here. These are, and the fire department, these guys are professionals. They're going to make this whole situation right as soon as they can, take the injured away. And like I said, right now this is happening at the corner of Norwalk and Del Amo in the Lakewood area. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was she walked over to the gas station. Well, that was crazy. Yeah, glad that's over too because I had no joystick control. I was doing everything on the knobs. That's the reason why I lost. I didn't lose them, but I couldn't keep up with them when we did the pirouette. Oh, man, this guy's gonna have stories for days. Yeah, airbag deployment. Simon Dess, thank you. Dylan, thank you. Yeah, we'll probably be here for a minute or two. Were we the only ones here when it crashed? Woohoo! I'm sure somebody on the internet's like, why is he so happy? Because we had it exclusive. That's why I'm happy. All right, let me drop all the mapping. Yeah, I was fighting with the camera the whole time. I appreciate that. Thank you. Man, that was crazy. I want to see the truck. Yeah. Yeah. Poor kid. Yeah. Kind of. It's one of those ones. Kind of reminds me of my son. You know, something like that would happen to him too. He's got that kind of aura and that luck. Nico. Oof. Yeah. Why is this thing just fighting me the whole time? It's like, there's the driver of the car that she didn't get out. Yeah, long hair, blue shirt. Let me turn it down. What's up, Dylan? Yeah. He just jumped out. I don't know. It looks like a Dodge, but I don't know what one. Yeah, an older one. Yeah. I know we're probably still on the net, but the driver, that suspect, he had to been, he had to been on, is on something. Somebody was asking if I could replay the crash. Right now I can't because we're in a show, and I also don't know if the other people using our feed are going to be taking our feed. I can't just do it. That's the reason why. And that was not the way I wanted to see it end. Nice old truck. Was. Looks like a 2500. Just by the wheels. Yeah, like the hub, the center caps. Yeah, that was a 2500. Okay, Cabiel. .45, Cabiel. We're the only ones with the crash, by the way. I'm pretty sure. 100%. Pilot says 100%. We're the only ones with the crash. Don't brag on it because that could change in a heartbeat. Oh, sure. Sure. 1 minute copy. Finally. Yes. Copy all. I'll make it painfully obvious. 3-0. A pursuit comes to a crashing end out here on Norwalk Boulevard in Del Amo in the Lakewood, Long Beach area. Let's go right to some tape just moments ago when that stolen pickup truck plowed through this intersection, colliding with two other vehicles out here. That driver then jumps out and tries to run. Right now, the intersection closed, filled with first responders. Long Beach, I'm sorry, it's going to be, oh, there is actually some Long Beach PD, Highway Patrol, and Sheriff's Department are down here on scene right now. Fire Department is still here, and they are working with that suspect. That seems to be the worst of the injuries, is that actual suspect. Ambulance is just arriving here on scene. Again, though, a crashing end to a pursuit happening out here at the intersection of Norwalk and Del Amo in the Long Beach, Lakewood area. I'm Stu up in Skyfox. Back to y'all in the studio. Simon Desk, are we going to wait till the injuries are transported, or what did you guys want to do? What about Ontario? Body search. Yeah, or a body. I think one is still missing. Gabriel. All right, so the ride back, I'm going to try to reboot the camera, see if I can fix this problem. Oh, we might still be live on the net, though. Well, guys and gals, I'm going to find out if we're still... Hey, are we still live on the net? Because if we are, then I'll do a little of this stuff. Before I try to reset the camera. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where's, no, if I'm still up, just let me know. I'll do a little talking tour. Gabriel? All right, then let me reboot it. Let me stow it. I'm still live, I guess. Well, if I'm still live, I guess I'm still live on probably the Facebook feed. Let me see if my, yeah, I got no joystick. Let me see if it's something that I did. It's not this. It's not that. All these are in the right spot. Yeah, I got no joystick control. Just the knobs. All right, let me try something else. Oh, sorry, guys. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Ganel. All right, let's see if I got it. Oh, now I got a warning on the screen. Probably because I've been rebooting it. Yay, the joystick's working. Well, I don't know if we're still live. The map isn't lining up now, but I don't think we're going to need that for a few minutes. Yeah, it's seriously a beautiful, beautiful day out here. After the rains, it's just always freaking beautiful. Beautiful downtown Los Angeles. The Hollywood sign. Griffith Observatory. City Hall. See if we can see LAX from here. Nobody coming in though, huh? Oh, there's a couple of them. Sure thing. Make the turn. We're going to Long Beach. Yep. They were clear yesterday. Beautiful Long Beach. And yeah, that was Catalina. That's the island of Catalina. That's the new bridge. I don't know if it actually has a name yet. I just know it as the new bridge. Why is the ocean crooked, Stu? I don't know. Trying to work on that too. Still looks crooked. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, just follow the river. They want to see that spot at the marina where all the river debris comes out. Sorry, guys. Wind-driven mega wildfires. Not here. It looks like we're going to get a winter again. It's been a minute since we've had a winter. I should be careful with that, though, because that could change in a heartbeat, too. Pardon me? Who? Oh, I have no idea. I don't listen to that. Are you kidding me? Hang on. It's got to be Fox. Got to be. No. No, not right now. Copy that. I was going to say, I should come up with something better than that. Man, you cracked me up. Oh, my God. That looks like fun. Wish you could ride down there on a blow-up mattress. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't think it's deep enough for a jet ski. Really? No. Yeah, I guess they do have trash there. I see the crane. Maybe the crane's not for that, though. We'll see. We'll get down there. Where the sewer meets the sea. Yeah, there's the catch basin for the trash. And if you guys are still watching and you're like, oh my God, look at all that trash, that's nothing. That really is nothing. That's like an eighth of what we usually. Rain, this is like an eighth of it. Yep. Yeah, that's what they want to see. That's the trash that came out of the river. Simon Desk, we are on scene at the catch basin at Long Beach at the end of the LA River. Here, let's get some. If you can park, it'd be cool. I want to get some of the steam shovel. That's how old I am. No, that's actually all the lettuce and stuff they put on burgers that people throw away. That's what that is right there. It's all the greens. Eat your greens, guys. Eat your greens. Otherwise, it winds up in the LA River. And, hopefully he's in a good... There we go. Come on, man. Boy, he's just teasing us, isn't he? There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, now it's stuck. Oh, there you go. All right. Let's see if we can find something cool in there. Is that a beach ball? It's one of those interdimensional doors. Gets you to Midworld. Or the City of Lud. Oh, basketball. Yeah, I think we got it. Hang on, let me just get another wide shot. There we go. Yeah. All right, assignment desk. We got some shots of them picking this stuff up, putting it into dumpsters, and wide shots and tights. What's Sunshine doing over there? Are they doing the same thing? They're way too far away. I don't even know who's there anymore. Since Kono's not in there. Rich, yeah, Rich Prickett, my buddy. Skyfox assignment desk, are we clear from the end of the LA River? Gabriel. Yeah, I guess they were just waiting their turn. That was very polite of them. We just scooped in on them. All right. I was going to say, Rich has got to know where that is. I mean, that's like every aerial photographer that's flown for more than a year is going to know about that spot. New Zealand. If there's people from New Zealand watching us, I have to give you guys a shout out because I love New Zealand. And New Zealand is where my camera is manufactured, because it's next to the camera's called a Shotover, and it's based out of it's the company built next to the Shotover River. That's the reason why they call it a Shotover. But yeah, I love New Zealand. They make amazing camera equipment. Well, maybe not. Let me should correct that. They make amazing stabilized camera systems, because the camera is actually, and this one's an Ikegami, but the system that I use to manipulate the gimbal and stuff, that's made by them. But at any rate, those guys are amazing. As far as aerial photography, if you're not running a Shotover, I'm on the I'm under the watchful eye. I can't say what you're not, but it rhymes with, would rhyme with that. If you're not running a Shotover, you ain't. Also starts with an S. But anyway. Pardon me? Good steak in New Zealand. That my pilot Dylan throwing in his. Why not? Oh, they are. Oh. What was the? I used to watch a show from out there that made it over here. I think it was called. It wasn't Deadwood. Deadwood was the other one. It was, huh? No, it was a detective show. It was like, you know, they usually weren't like crazy serious crimes, but it was like this small town out there, and it was good stuff. They. Beautiful Compton Courthouse. A reporting point. I have not. I've got a lot of family in Compton, but I have not been to the Compton Courthouse. I've been to the Compton Airport. Yeah, we landed there just recently. That's where that crazy crash happened. I'm never going to forget that. I'll probably be a super old guy and I'll remember that. Huh? I still didn't hear you. Let me turn the show down. What? Oh, the Dale's Donuts. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, they had a crash over there with a World War II aircraft, and it was one of those big tail draggers, and it just ran over a Cessna, killed them, killed two people. They were training, and the guy didn't even know it. I'm being serious about that. He didn't even know it. He landed and was taxiing, and he ran him over. That was insane. But it also kind of shows you, like, you know, what those World War II planes were made out of, you know? Definitely. Yeah, the guy in the World War II plane, I'm sure. And on top of that, they actually have video of it. I'm sure that they've really locked it down. But the guy was the owner of the plane was flying it, and he was doing photo stuff for like a promotional reel for his plane. And so he had a camera crew down there, and they got the whole thing. I don't know. There's no tower, you know, so it's a towerless airport. I have no idea. I honestly don't know. Yeah. Right. Oh, don't even talk about that. You don't even want to bring that up. Don't even put that out in the universe. Yeah, we're not going to watch him land, I don't think. I guess we could. It's going to be like just a little tiny dot, though. He's still a ways from the airport. Yeah, that's when I had the camera on it. Los Angeles after the rain. It's just so beautiful. Yeah. Tear down this wall. Newton, copy all. Gonna monitor Newton, copy. I can't hear Newton. There he is. Turn it into the smoke shop. Gotta go get your vape cartridges. Oh, that one looks like a grumpy face. Maybe not so much when you push into it. Looks like a frog wearing sunglasses. Because that, yeah, right? because you see that all the time. Frogs wearing sunglasses. The Pacific Design Center, also known as the Blue Whale. It is a reporting point for helicopters. Another reporting point for helicopters is Park La Brea. Right there, that is Park La Brea. If you come to Los Angeles, your trip would not be complete if you don't go to the Peterson Museum. Right next to the La Brea Power Pits, that used to be the museum of, oh, I forgot what museum it was. But it was a perfectly good museum, if you ask me, but they tore it down and they decided to build a new one. And that is the La Brea Tar Pits. And yes, I do know that La Brea Tar Pits really truly means, if you transmit it, the Tar Pits. I know, I got it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. Dave, did you want us to go look at this? Because it sounds like it's over. It is over. It's not going to be a chase. Ugh. Slow down. Slow down. Maybe turn around a little bit. Oh, shucks. Sorry, man. I just want to make sure they don't want us, maybe they want to see this guy going into custody. I'm not really sure. I'm just hungry. I got to get, it's south of downtown. They need 3 more units. 1689 Eastern, I think she said. See where the dot is. No, that's not it. It can't be it. There it is. Okie dokie. Gabriel. Woohoo! Pardon me? The scanner keeps blowing you out, Dylan. I'm sorry. I just turned it off. What's up? Oh. It was fun. See how the poor people live? Way up on that hill there. Far away from all the stuff. I feel so sorry for these guys. Oh, Bosch's house. The Bosch house. There it is. You know, definitely. I mean, when it was new, it probably was inexpensive, like back in the 60s, yeah. Relatively inexpensive. But yeah, that's the Bosch house right there. Oh, I don't think it's that much. I probably, if I had to guess, I'd say 5. 3. Because it's small. I mean, it is location, location, location. And then you also got to figure, now it has, it's the Bosch house. You know what I mean? But it's a tiny house. Right. Well, I mean, that would be something I would be all about. Small, super tiny, great view. What else could you ask for? Right. It's like, why do you want to live in a mall? Yeah. Talking about living in malls. There you go. Yeah, I don't want a big house. I want something tiny. Let's see what the tail cam looks like. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. No. Sky Fox, TOC on News Radio. We're going to be landing Van Nuys here just in a few moments. May we knock it down. Copy all. Takes a team, but thank you so much. Oh, come on.